the fun.
How about this?
Seraphine
How about
Ben.
this hot take, Arnold? Your team is killing esports. They're taking all the fun away.
Oh, no. Well, actually, that's not true because we know that they're having an extraordinarily large amount of fun. So it depends on
I mean, they
where
beat
the
T1
fun
with
is
Seraphine.
supposed to go as far as the goal. As GENG, not going to change anything when it comes to the bans. This time around, Quandong Freaks, same situation as they will ban Yuumi this time. They just don't want to have to bring out
Zeri,
all of the dark
Gnar.
technology that GENG has available.
Talia still going to be banned away from Fate here. It has been one of his more successful picks, 4-3 this season.
Yep.
They are trying to break 50%, you know?
First pick Wukong. Okay.
Wukong back to first pick priority. Very interesting. I feel like we're back to the first patch of the season.
I think that people just have figured out that his ultimate is still insanely broken and can be used aggressively, can be used to peel. And we're seeing much less dives bottom side, and I think part of the reason why he dropped
so is it Gnar?
Because of patches and stuff like
Zeri?
that, but Wukong dropped, I think, because he wasn't
Take
good
2
at
S tier
all-in
champs, pick
in
support on 3.
3's bottom side that we're no longer really seeing.
Or do you have to pick
much
Trundle early?
These last 2 weeks of play on 12.
Or do you have to pick Azir early?
Gnar going to be picked up here for Doran, so Keen will once again probably default to the Gwyn in this matchup where he has not had control early. Keen has looked much better on the Gnar side.
Oh, we're going to get some Lucian Nami from Ruler.
The only person who's winning with this champion right now says, I might just pick it blind.
Yeah, which is crazy because last time, the last ban for Quandong Freaks was Draven.
Nope, they're going to pick 2 S tier
Draven
champs.
Is a champion that does pretty well into both Zeri and Lucian, in theory. And Teddy.
Wow,
has
trading
historically
Wukong for
been a
Gnar
bit of a
Zeri
Draven player.
already
Likes
feels
to
terrible.
Pick it up every now and again, as Siva is going to be the decision here. However, because she is flavor of the month into the Zeri these days. Oh no! Please do it. Please do it, Teddy. Please do it, Teddy.
Now,
I want to know what he's saying with his hands up there.
It's like, are you serious? You want me to play against Ruler with this? You're trying to make me look like a fool if I fail. Now, Sivir has been one of the common answers. Has a very high win rate, 67, 66.7, 6 and 3 of the 9
Sivir
picks.
Rice feels hard to pick support.
It has looked very good in the right players.
Sivir
hands, but it's
Nautilus.
also been very weak
2-3.
when it falls behind matchups like this. Like those 3 losses were hard.
I think they can pick Leona, they can pick Braum, they
We'll
can
be
pick
picking up the Nautilus here to help lock down the Zeri, but
Lulu's
see
hard.
if
Renata
Trundle
could
play
work if
Trundle
you play
here,
the lane well.
because I think that's possibly the angle.
Azir is
right
the best
now if you want to
answer here.
control bottom side.
Yeah, Alistar
You
is
wanna
fine
make sure
too.
They can pick the Alistar first, though.
I like it. So that gives GENG a heck of a lot of CC around their Zeri. Which
A
is kind of the
hecking
thing,
lot of
like the
CC.
checklist to a Zeri comp. It's like, do you have enough CC standing around the Zeri in order to allow her to Zeri? And I guess in this case, they kind of do.
Gwen
Especially
Ben.
with Headbutt Pulverize being so good against Sivers.
They banned Keen's GP as well.
I wonder what Keen will.
What do you ban as KDF?
end
Do you ban
up
junglers?
here because they prioritize the Nautilus.
Trundle
which I think
Skarner?
was
Nah, Skarner
probably a
feels
good move,
useless.
especially considering Keen's Gwen hasn't looked great.
Trundle is good
Gnar,
ban, always.
Now he can't play it, and I think they're probably going to feel happy to ban.
Dude, these
Keen
ads things are
instead of
triggering
wanting
me. Why does it play so much?
Torn away. Remember, Trundle, of course, still
I'm really
available
sorry.
here for GENG unless Kwangdong ban it.
Pog, let's
So
go,
if
man.
they do
Here,
take
Alice,
one of
thanks for
those
the
tanks,
prime.
GENG could be like, all right, well, we'll lock in
Smile.
Trundle for a jungle, and we have a lot of power around the bottom 2v2, plus the subjugate value is going to be quite high.
Is anyone who's not getting hit by ads? Say
No,
me
I don't
smile.
think it is a Morgana jungle angle once again. I was just thinking about having Ruler with a black shield and then being unable to be CC'd by Nautilus. Seems kind of valuable. As 1 second to go, and the Lissandra.
So a lot of people are not getting hit by ads, but a lot of people are getting hit by ads.
That extra utility and roaming power.
Let's see if this ends up being the Trundle ban. Feels so versatile in GENG's comp here for Kwangdong Freaks to take away.
Yep.
Ari also.
Yo, hell,
open
thanks for the prime.
here, and yeah, Sivir has spell shield, but Wukong wants to run at you. Nautilus wants to get into range. Ari's so strong. I think
Streams when you're not a sub are unwatchable.
Take away the
let's go, man.
Vi.
All right. Sort of. It feels like Vi is kind of the third rung of the jungle tier list at the moment.
There's
The Ari that
Ari.
you're talking about, yeah.
I think there's going to Ari Trundle. Like, Ari, are you going to pick a tank? Okay, Trundle. Are you not going to pick a tank? Probably still Trundle. Also very good here.
Yeah, or Viego.
Ari's a banger
Yeah,
here.
Viego
Just
also
go back
was-
to like looking at
Ari
that,
is a banger here with the
mid
mid-bends.
and playing around that, and then allowing Ruler to just organically.
What does
become
Fate
very
play into it?
strong.
Vex? I think Vex is a pick here. LeBlanc is also a pick.
It's gonna be
Yo,
the
Satan,
answer.
thanks for
This
Prime.
is the
Satan in
main goal.
spandex?
He
What the
likes to
fuck's
play
that
this one
name?
into the Ahri. He's played it once this season. He did not win, but it is arguably his most famous champion. Next is Twisted Fate, of course. And
Do you just go LeBlanc GP and play for poke?
High skill matchup. I much
You pick
prefer
Rise,
this.
so I guess you're picking Ornn then or something.
But
Otherwise,
it's
your
also
range
going
is
to
shit.
be, you know, it's a tall order to play this one against
You can't.
Trophy
I
as
don't think
well.
Rise
You're
GP is
also
good.
just
I think
trying
they
to
should
run at
play
this team. Once again with the
LeBlanc
Sivir
GP.
speed-ups.
Otherwise, they should just play Rise
And
Ornn.
what's that top side pick going to be? Is it the Ornn that gives you a lot of team fight power early?
Makes it very hard to pick on, though, with the Trundle still available.
That's what I'm most worried about. Or is it Sejuani, who's like arguably
Kennen
Now,
also
this is
works.
middle ground here.
But against
no,
Alistar, Kennen is really
yeah,
frustrating.
A lot of backline access. Kinda cool. All right, King going back to one of his old favorites.
I think
here. And of
Skarner
course,
is
Kennen
fine.
versus Nah is a
Trundle is
very
good.
old matchup.
Lee
and
Sin
was
is
one
also
that
nice.
Kennen used to win.
And
Not
then
sure whether
I
it
don't
still
think
does,
Nocturne
but,
is
it
great.
Used to be pretty good for Kennen.
Now Peanut is like, well, we'll just kill the Kennen. We'll pick Nocturne.
Actually, Nocturne is
and
good against
we're gonna
Kennen,
take our
but
focus here.
I don't like it into
Still looking
Sivir.
for the Viego.
Nautilus.
Love the Nocturne here, but I think both are very strong. Zeri plus
Wukong.
Viego plus Ahri
Viego's
in
always
a game where
okay.
you are ahead is amazing because you have pick potential.
Okay, so
Ahri, Viego gets
Gen.G
reset,
don't have a
Zeri
turbo
gets
draft gap, I
everybody's
feel
health
like.
bars low, and
So
then
I
Viego
think this
gets
game
the
should be
kill, gets a
closer.
reset. Zeri is untouchable.
Last
Goes
game they had
heal,
prio
goes
lanes
heal.
everywhere if Rise lost
The
Flash.
Cannon here, I think, is a great option. Obviously,
Not
because of
Rise,
the
what was it?
Trundle potential pick
Yeah, it
that
was Rise,
Gen.G
yeah.
had. We've only seen it played once, and it was from Nongshim. It was Kana. I remember the game well, and unfortunately, there just was not enough coordination to pull the pick off. I think for Guangdong Freaks here with the on-the-hunt value, Realm Warp that could be used somewhat defensively, and this Wukong, there's a lot of Wombo combo and a lot of CC against this area, so the setups in these fights are going to be difficult. But I gotta say, Atlas, with Chovy on Ahri, we just always have to trust. He is 6-0 on the champion. He's played it more than anybody else. He's undefeated. He's finding
Go
success
KDF.
when no one else is.
Bellsprout!
I just
Yo,
think
Ducky
that
ranks it too.
if it's up
Yo,
to Chovy
Gambite
to
up
do it,
mods.
that's not a good win condition for the enemy team. You know,
I still need to add more Gamba
Chovy's gonna
rewards.
have a lot of pressure on this Ahri.
I need
He'll
to
have
fix the
succeed, but-
TTS.
Well, when has he not?
Yeah, well, never. He's 12-0 of all time on the Ahri pick, and like you say, 6-0 this season. So definitely, you know, reliable. We're putting a 1 in the reliable column, 100%. Especially when Peanut and Chovy have been playing very well together this season.
Chovy.
And now it's the classic Viego Ahri lane that we saw really fly into popularity earlier on in the season is something that still works.
07.
As that was aggressive, as I believe he's going to the army tomorrow.
He's going to the army
Returning.
tomorrow.
I think he's on leave right now. So
Heading
and
back.
he says he has no regrets. I guess that means he's a Guangdong fan.
The Shy vs ADG, yeah, we'll watch it.
Not regretting it yet. Still here to support. Now, hey, in this second game, still some win opportunities here. Really strong team fighting comp for the Guangdong Freaks. See if they can pull it off.
Yep, let's see whether we can do it as we hop onto the Rift here for game number 2. Very interesting that Teddy has gone for Warden Sivir, which is probably one of my least favorite Sivir skins. There are so many amazing options.
I mean, the
These,
Pack Sivir is the meta here in the LCK.
I mean, Pack Sivir is just, I think, in my opinion, the best skin in League of Legends. Because it's Tron.
Pack Sivir best skin in League of Legends?
Guys. Alright? But, you know, it might be
Still waiting for that
subjective.
third Tron movie.
Yeah, me too.
One day. One day, please.
No, they actually can't release it because
My
Daft
Thai Lee Sin
Punk
is.
broke up, and the only reason Tron Legacy was a good movie was because Daft Punk did the soundtrack.
I thought Jeff Bridges did a good job.
Jeff Bridges did do a great job. There's a Tobuscus video about the trailer of Tron Legacy.
Will you be streaming
Very
or try and stream LCK LPL playoffs? Yeah. Oh shit, the cam. I have the dates for all the LPL and LCK playoffs, so I will, or at least some like estimated dates. So I will,
some other parts not as great, but
I will probably be co-streaming probably all of LPL and LCK playoffs.
The ruler can't go wrong either. He's playing Zeri, so you want to bring it back to League of Legends for a little bit?
Yeah, I guess we can do that.
This comp may be saved by the fact that Gen.G is the best team in the LCK.
Well,
I also have the script for Who's Winning Worlds, so I know what to say.
I also don't think this comp needs saving. I think it's a really good comp.
So Peanut did Raptors to enemy blue.
Parts of it. I think if we were looking at an East Side team, we'd be very concerned about the coordination that's required to pull this off. But we're not concerned, as you see the win rates across the board here. Doran has played 12 games in R. He's knocking on Dudu's door here.
Let's go, man.
No
Slim, thanks to 4.
It's not quite up at the
Caedrel
that I believe Dudu is this season, but he's getting up there. Yep. And yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Cannon, but it is extremely strong when it has the ability to be sped up. And the Slicing Maelstrom is extremely strong against the Ahri, extremely strong against the Zeri. So if played correctly, you're Kwangdong Freaks, and if they don't fall too far behind in the macro game where GENG finds a lot of their success this season, I think this comp is quite formidable.
It is. Certainly something that could work. If Cannon falls behind, though, he kind of just does nothing at all.
Peanut's just
can be
a smart man.
Going to be discovered here by LM.
I think
doesn't have a lot of his cooldowns.
LM is kind of wasting time. Peanut could just go to bot side now, or defend his top on the dive and then go to bot side.
Stream and the first thing I hear is script. Cancelled. Absolutely cancelled.
He's faking that he's going bot side here.
Doesn't want to lose CS, so it's kind of an awkward fight to take here for Peanut. He wants Doran to help him so badly.
Wukong is slapping him.
I'm going to lose CS now. You could have committed earlier. Ah!
Oh, still a 2 versus 1. Nice little Q comes through there for Keen. Very difficult to actually dive this. Yeah, exactly. Chovy back in base now, so can teleport if you would like to.
Good base by Chovy to TP.
That means that the teleport will be invested.
So Peanut thought that he would W to the side there. Nice guess.
Looks like Doran might be out of the woods for now, but it was looking dicey there for a moment.
Yeah, it did feel like this was a very slow setup here for Doran and Peanut, and the coordination between the two of them because of that wave crashing through was not the cleanest. Chovy will lose his teleport for this defensively. Fate will, of course, also expend his to return to lane after that back. Doesn't have roll morph just yet, so it ends up being, you know, fine for both sides here, neither side getting a huge advantage. But I think what Doran and Peanut wanted to accomplish, they couldn't actually pull off because of that wave, and they were a little bit slow to actually commit one way or the other. So teleport was forced, Rise comes up.
Cull Zeri, Cull Sivir, bot lane's farming.
Settles, you know, it's okay for both
Peanut gets
sides,
blue.
But I do think that could have been a little bit cleaner from
Do you remember the Rek'Sai days where you used to give blue buff to your mid laner?
I mean, they had to play defensively. I think
bad
the
times.
fact that Doran didn't get dove is probably good. As Peanut going to look to return the favor here to LM. Chovy roaming on over, does get vision available, and that should mean that LM can't actually come and defend, although
Alistar is
will
moving
make
first.
His way in. Chovy looks to connect the charm. Orbit Deception flies through. Lehens gets here first before Hoyt. 2v2 continuing as the flash over the charm
Lehens, nice flash.
Lehens just flash polarized.
Really nice Q flash.
They pick up the first blood onto Fate. Just amazing.
Peanut could EW here.
GENG is slow down Hoyt and add insult to injury. Rule is also going to get a kill.
Do not skill check this team. Do not do it. They will outdo you as the flash pulverize from Lehens was amazing. Like you said, Hoyt has the right idea with his play forward as well, but Alistair reacts perfectly. Lehens gets the knockups there, and suddenly 2 stacks for Chovy, 2 assists, and this is all about Peanut coming over here and just setting this up. As the wave
he just Giga Chats his way in, knows his bot lane will come first because he told his support prior to just move after bot wave.
And Lehens, he's like, I'm here first, I'm up a level.
Here it looked a little bit sketchy, but Lehens Q flash means they have no damage anyway, even if the hook hits.
The charm, not important.
Q flashes Rise, knocks him into his team.
This one out. Ellen just barely escapes.
Beautiful.
But Hoyt won't be so lucky without his flash anymore.
Yeah, and you see Chovy like immediately leaves. Peanut as well throws a Q. They want that kill to go over to Ruler. They deliver it.
Now Lehens is top to help Doran get a push out.
Really not looking that rusty on the Alistair. Of course, it's his 4th most played champion of all time.
Or at least keep him safe from ganks while Peanut clears his bot side.
Used to it again because of the Sivir coming back to the meta. So for those wondering, because of the way that Sivir's spell shield works, Alistair is very difficult to play around. In lane, not the biggest deal when you're running a Zeri Alistair, but in even team fights can be an issue.
Well, the flash hook not going to land. Of course, it was a Hex Flash, so Hoyt not going to get too punished, but
very good ult.
The Spirit Rush did have to be used.
Yeah, so still a significant win here. Taking that one away from the Ahri. It's going to remove a lot of her power. As Rift Herald is spawning in a minute and 5 seconds. And already GENG significant goal.
Yeah, we're going to go to Weibo JDG after this series.
They picked up.
Yep.
And like, it's the Zeri lane that is 10 CS ahead. In fact, this game, it is the Zeri who picks up one of those 2 kills. It's very concerning for these upcoming fights here, as they don't have enough prio to start Drake just yet. And maybe Quangdong Freak's best case scenario here, they end up trading this early objective.
Yeah, it could be one of those situations. LM, I don't believe, is going to get spotted, as Peanut's just going to be distracted by the shellfish. We'll be able to remove that one.
Peanut is just out-farming him so hard. He's had so much control over the map.
Yeah.
Taking away some of the farm as well with his Qs. He's up a whole level right now. LM just hit 5. Peanut has his Heartbreaker online with all that extra farm. So this first Rift Herald fight again, Quangdong, think wisely before you go into this one. I don't want another game decided by this.
Well, Keen is playing this lane very well. As you can see, he's ahead by a bit of farm. Does have his cull ticking down as well. Does have, of course, the Slicing Maelstrom now available, as he has hit level 7.
Chovy down in CS, red alert. Nice backup now. But he will go down if Ryze last hits perfectly.
And this is a much better team fighting comp for Quangdong.
Oh no, Chovy's down 3 CS.
Early Herald, but they don't have
danger.
They don't have fast
Danger.
Chovy doesn't have his teleport just yet. We'll have to walk back over, but notice that GENG are already grouped up here. Ruler is off vision, so they don't know whether he is going over there or if he's going to be coming back to lane.
Chovy washed.
So the decision that Teddy has to make right now is a tough one. Are we going to force this fight? Try to use our comp early.
Okay, Herald fight inbound. Lehens has been covering top a lot of the time, and hovering around Peanut.
The fact that Ruler isn't showing right now is so frustrating for Quangdong Freaks, because he could just be running down there to get plates. GENG could delay this objective, but they're going to hard commit.
Yeah, that's a nah, that's a wallop. And Doran's going to throw rocks at Keen here as well. Lehens and Peanut going to rotate over. Doran's done most of the work already.
I don't know what to say. This is...
And easily pick up the kill. The dive's beautiful. So now Peanut's going to
use that unreal, the way they're playing.
To safety fate. Sidesteps the boomerang. They're not out of the woods just
Lehens is perma covering top, making sure he's on the same side as Peanut. Their jungle support is crisp.
Move on down, collect themselves the Rift Herald with the man advantage.
Ruler is just farming mid.
Chovy will TP bot to catch. They think that this Herald is free.
Chovy gonna teleport bottom
Ruler
side,
went
so
mid because he's scared of being dove, or he wants to be around for Herald.
That teleport advantage Chovy
Their map
holds,
movements are
Rift Herald, they don't need
really
it
good.
to get more advantages here. They already dove the cannon. They were successful. They forced the cannon.
They actually
to now
dropped
go
Herald.
Side lane against an Ahri bottom side, where he's gonna lose a few.
Did they drop Herald for plates?
Again,
Bot?
GENG's macro, they're just ahead. They are the first ones to make the calls. They are not hesitating. They are not waiting. What's the biggest
Why did they drop
for
Herald?
Freaks in this Rift Herald fight? Slicing Maelstrom. What did they do? They
got 2 plates for Herald.
Slicing Maelstrom out. And now they don't need to worry about the Rift Herald. They're like, yeah, okay, we're just going to get back.
It was because Chovy TP'd bot that they gave Herald. Maybe he values his waves and not sharing XP more than Herald.
Mistake for GENG not to prioritize that one, but getting.
And they're going to look to dive bot
towards
instead.
The bottom side and potentially diving Keen again. That happens, then perhaps it is massively worth it, as Keen's either going to get zoned or dove.
It's actually really good what they did. Otherwise, Chovy and Ruler would be sharing CS and XP on 2 waves mid just to make sure they can stay topside and contest Herald, but instead they just TP bot, drop topside, Doran catches wave safely. Ruler plays offensive mid and Peanut clears the bot so they can threaten the dive and get plates. So they trade the gold. That's basically what they did. I didn't expect anything like that, but it's, yeah, it's really good.
Topside we have no presence. Ryze needs to try to get back to the mid lane. Oh wait, no. What do we want? Silver the farm there. Like Quangdong are
They'll
so
get Drake
slow
as well.
in these moments. This is something we've been
yeah.
since spring season 4.
I would never have really thought of something like that. I think that when they win the top fight, they could just retake topside and then just do Herald, but they would lose too many bot waves, I guess. But then they could just TP and catch it, but they wanted to... Interesting.
The early game at this stage, phenomenal from them. 20 CS advantage, 20 creep score advantage here for Peanut in the jungle, as this is the dive that starts it all off. Great Gnar ultimate here into the wall. Of course, the wall up follows up, and Keen is forced to ult, and it's not enough to save it.
Nope, because they've got everyone up here towards the top side. The entire farm made it up as the monkey and the cow.
I mean, it's a net positive of gold value. Was it the right choice? It's hard to say what the map would look like if they just did Herald. But Ahri got a lot from this.
But then isn't going to be too worried. Chovy might just take a turret.
Yeah, and
they have to Herald top.
She's not being the one giving these plates, but she's getting CS. So Genji.
But Alistar is here again to cover a full tower.
The value of the Rift in terms of money. Like they could actually be like a tycoon company with like how they're like,
oh my
all
god,
right, how much can we exploit Summoner's Rift to make sure everyone gets the most money possible here?
How do you win this macro trade without Herald?
Look at top XP.
So hard?
Look at bot XP.
Are they going to get a kill as well? What is going on?
Score should be on the front page. He should be on the front cover.
Look at bot tier 2.
No, absolutely.
Jesus, man. GENG just
so much money. Like Chovy's like, all right,
they're doing so fucking well. Oh my god.
Oh my god, the headbutt is
oh dear lord.
As well. Yeah, so
just take this game and put it in front of every team in the world and say to them, you always have a play. Even when you don't have a play, you have a play. This is so... This is how you use tempo. This is unreal. That TP, of course, was int. But look at the XP. Doran up a level, Chovy up a level, Rulers up a level, because they're juggling waves so much better. And they're getting plates for number commits. They're just pulling KDF around the map like they're fucking toddlers. This is crazy.
Stop that teleport. And GENG are just winning non-fights in 3 lanes.
Where's LS?
Yeah.
Where's LS?
You know what this looks like? It looks like the
this game right here would save his belief in League of Legends.
Damage to turrets, guys. Do whatever you can to get damage onto turrets. And
this is perfect macro.
They try to make the trade because then at least they're doing some damage.
I think we keep LS for a few more years in the league scene if he sees this game.
The daily YouTube content is bloody lovely. Respect.
Oh, thanks for linking
alongside his name as Peanut's going to find Fate. Oh my goodness,
that
does not look like jungle versus mid lane as he gets the flash in trade for his ult. Chovy's going to be out of Spirit Rush, depth charge, range. Certainly good, but yeah, still going to be able to get himself over the wall.
He has an item advantage, and it's Merc Treads here for Fate, so he just won't be able to compete there if the Heartbreaker is good, which is...
So now they're swapping it. Chovy's going top, Doran has TP to match.
And, you know, with
but Keen and Fate just double TP top to force this play. So now GENG have almost a 6k gold lead, and they have TP advantage bot.
Yeah.
So they are probably just gonna... I mean, the easy play here for GENG, now in case they play 5-dimensional chess again, is to just contest mid push and play for top and mid. And get this top tier 1. And get a ward behind the lane in case KDF try to defend so that Doran can TP. And they can just 5v4 them top. And they just need to wait until Kennen matches bot. If Kennen is unseen, it's hard to force. Doran just needs to push until Kennen shows. And then Chovy can start stepping up. Yeah, Alistar got good wards already for Doran. Drake's up in a minute as well. You could even just play for Drake.
Hey, that's a very good point. That is a very good point.
Yeah,
so, maybe that's checkmate.
Okay, Kennen shows. Doran has Triforce. Yes, TP, and now they can force top. Or they can just go to Drake.
It's not going to be a cloud
both plays are good, both plays are winning.
Bit sad about that. Hopefully it's not an ocean as well, because that's also not too fun. Fate's going to rotate down. Back did come through here. We're coming off a bit of a reset on GENG's side, and bounties are up, guys. Yeah, this game around, Quantum Freaks at least got a Herald charge.
Can Gnar solo Drake while they play top? Is that the call here?
They traded that for
because they can see Wukong top.
In the bottom lane and a whole bunch
or they saw Wukong top.
And now Ruler and Teddy
Ruler's job is just to keep mid push and be first to top.
Not going to find too much more.
There's the TP.
Looks for the Everfrost, does find the charm there and gets the
Could be a bit of a mess this dive though.
Ellen comes in though, and Chovy's going to have to use that Spirit
This is a mess.
Peanut picks up the kill, can't transform.
This is a fucking hot mess.
As now Chovy is going to throw out a charm.
What is happening?
And looks to try and keep himself alive, but does not do so.
They should not TP to dive there. They should just keep chipping top tower.
That's going to fail.
That was super.
Hope you are doing well in the heat.
Hens is going to find Teddy.
Ruler had the most interesting
Gnar should just solo Drake while they're chipping top tower. Why did they try to dive with one creep and then miss everything?
And finished a call. I didn't win a team fight. I didn't get that kill early, but you guys doing all that stuff top side, and I'm just actually.
Oh, Hoyt was thinking about flash queuing there. You could see it in his movement.
I don't think we can take this just yet, GENG. I think we will have to wait for some reinforcements. Chovy does not have teleport out. He is holding the cleanse at the moment. I think they could slow this one down and slow it for the fight, but we'll have to wait for the group up first.
Indeed, Peanut has made his way over. No Heartbreaker available. Chovy also waiting on his Spirit Rush. He is going to get here in relative time. So, Doran with a great Gnar bar, and if Quandong Freaks stay grouped up like this.
There goes Crown.
It's a very dangerous time.
Ari has ult up soon.
And that's why you see Quandong backing away. They can't fight against the huge Naba that Doran has built up. And they are just going to back away. Of course, recognizing the huge gold lead as well.
They can just move to Drake now.
Walking on forward, does have the ultimate backup now. So they are just going to have to give that one up. So first Rift Herald of the game here for GENG. They do collect that one for themselves, and we'll see where it does actually get parked.
So, you know, of the things I predicted to happen today, you know, I thought, okay, I predicted Sandbox to beat that one kid. Didn't think it was going to be that one-sided, but, you know, I was pretty spot on with that. I thought, okay, GENG versus Quandong has a pretty good chance to be the fastest series of the week, potentially going into week 8 here. What I did not predict of all the things that we could have known was that GENG would have a more one-sided game 2 after what we watched in game 1. Now,
it turns out if you don't pick Yasuo Sejuani, things go better for you, Wolf. I don't know.
Game 1 was way more one-sided, wasn't it?
Let's go, man.
Game 1, the game was already basically over. This one is kinda over, but it's not.
Has missed her power spike.
Yo, Sengali linked to 13.
Unfortunately, she is now out-itemized by the enemy Zeri, but we're still only 2 Drakes up. GENG don't have a soul point, the threaten or anything like that. Baron hasn't spawned
The game
yet.
state they had in game 1 at this time in the game.
So what I'm saying is there's still a chance.
They already had soul points, didn't they? They had a 17-minute soul point.
There's still a chance, Atlas. That is
Right, 16-minute soul point? They had soul at 21 or 22, I can't remember.
They're fighting for Nongshim's ability to still have a 0.001% chance of making it into the playoffs. If Quandong Freaks were to win this game, Nongshim would be out of the running. Yeah. They're basically out of the running already. However, still is definitely a thing worth talking about.
I just was going to say, like, the one way I see this going well for Quandong...
Yeah, why are they diving with one creep? Like just solo Drake Gnar, keep pushing top waves, keep pushing mid waves.
But then also there's a slicing Maelstrom there. Imagine a slicing Maelstrom on top of all of this. But
why are we... what the fuck was this?
That, you know, unfortunately Kennen is, like, here after it's already over. You see that on the minimap. Keen trying to rotate his way back in. But... you know, slicing Maelstrom value, we haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen Sivir.
I don't care if it's charm, I just think it's unnecessary.
Defense, but maybe there's just one team
Peanut can herald this top tier too. After Ruler gets mid wave and moves top.
Trying to set the stage for the
Macro Maniacs.
Unlikely scenario, but you know, you always expect it's over until it's not.
That's true. It is only over when the Nexus explodes.
GENG never thought it could happen.
Need to do one more wave.
But you know, there's that small chance.
I mean, it's still likely that it can't happen to them. However, you're exactly right. Yeah. There is always a chance.
This is really awkward.
Now looking to try and defend this one. Extendo Beam going to do a bit of damage there to the Rise.
Because they dropped mid wave, so now they have to run back and get mid wave.
GENG just trying to find any siege opportunities that they can with a relatively low range composition. Always a difficulty. As, yes, the bounties are well and truly here. At least a top.
Chovy's getting out Chovy'd by Ruler. Your rail into the prime.
Going to make a record for the longest appearing bounties in a professional game in the LCK. Like,
whoa, we even tracking that stat?
I don't know. Probably not. I just made that stat up. It might not be trackable. We usually don't see bounties stay up this long in pro games because teams will claim some of them, and the gold lead is not this massive at this stage. Where, like, the normal gold lead you have...
Yeah, we'll watch LPL after this game.
Gold leads that one of the players at GENG has, like, at this stage, like, that's pretty average. Just pick one of those. Now you add all of those up, and we're about to crest 10,000 gold at 20 minutes in. And it's a lower kill score game than the last one.
Yeah.
But I think, honestly, like I said before, a much more dominant...
Sunfire on Viego. Is this some new meta or just clueless?
Yeah, since the Sunderer nerfs, Viegos are doing Blade into tank, into Gauntlet or Sunfire.
This means that Peanut is taking away all of the jungle camps.
Here's the Herald top play. They have a mid wave in.
Will just keep all of the pressure up. Shirley going to come on forward as Peanut is going to break. Oh, goodness me. That's a lot of damage with the Extendo Beam. Ruler has just an extra BF sword. Seems to have made a bit of a difference here. As Teddy is going to spell shield it. Ruler now has to flash to get out of the way of Elm. He has one more opportunity to use this Cyclone as Realm Warp's going to come through. Ruler is just going to walk to the
Ruler is
left.
actually kiting it out.
Keen's dead, and now the rest of GENG can turn their eyes towards the Quandong Freaks
Doran.
team. Two stunned into the wall. Ellen trying to escape. Fate's
Good night, sweet prince. Oh, Ruler, Lele.
And Ruler is still alive.
There goes the blast cone.
How is he doing this? He just baited them all in. Look at that terrified Yumi.
Didn't even do
props to Genji. Insane team fight. Just mechanically outplayed them. And they're super far ahead, of course, but KDF had one small window there, but Ruler reacted really well.
He was just outpacing. Yeah. He's like dashing away, then he's ghosting, has flash, and he's just like, I'm Zeri, I'm speeding up. And the Nautilus ult took like, I don't know, 6 or 7 seconds it felt like to hit Ruler
Jesus.
in this fight. It's like, he gets ulted, look at the Nautilus ult. It's like, Ruler's like gonna be back in the Nexus before it hits him. And then yeah, as you say, they all chase deep to try to catch a Zeri. Sadly, they did not.
Nice Doran jump off his team.
Here, pushing him into the wall. Heartbreaker is a real heartbreaker here for Fate and crew as they are just pushed out of the game. Teddy is like, I want to get out of here. No,
yeah, we'll go up you in a sec. I promise.
He gives the, you know, O_O face
he's
with
like,
the Yumi.
Yeah. He's like, Trophy, you trying to get me killed, man? You trying to get me killed? Is that what's happening? He wants back-to-back POGs. Wants to get to 800 points so he can threaten Ruler's 1,000.
I think this one is a nut angle, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I have a feeling that he may have just played that early game well enough for that to be absolutely true. Has himself the Sunfire K build as well. It's like the Yone special that Chovy came up with.
13,000 gold. I'm just trying to quantify this in my brain.
I mean, it's the Ruler ending this time around as well, Wolf. He has a full Infinity Edge.
Let me change the title. The Shy versus JDG.
I mean, it's 13,000 gold, the lead, like you were saying.
Yeah, just really.
We're gonna go LPL,
really
guys. Don't worry.
Because
the game will end on these waves.
For the chance to go to playoffs, and going to playoffs means eventually you'll fight a team like GENG.
Well, there's Hebapov, and immediately the bottom lane just gets obliterated. Look at that. Ruler putting his Infinity Edge to good use.
No,
the extended beam's not going to connect, so no pentakill this time around. As Keen and Fate, the last two
Don't die, Ruler.
Ruler is going to get
debated.
Will he actually die? The answer's no. Doran's going to be able to
Well, this game ended quite quick.
And he's going to continue on as well as Fate.
That top fight decided the game. KDF could have held on for 10 minutes maybe, but they were never really going to win.
Harlem Globetrotters, whatever you want to call them.
Well,
they're going to pick up the 2-0 over the Guangdong Freaks
all right,
here, and they still
let's go.
Like
the Shy time, boys.
In the LCK.